when you go to a prestigious college or university, and I think a lot of the schools I've gone to, depending on what rank you want to look at it, all private and have their level of prestige. They tell you a lot of times, like, there's only a certain couple of tracks for you. Like, the biggest tracks are going to be the tracks that make the most money, and a lot of those tracks are business, law, and some of those other things. So I think for me, I think about a story where when I was getting ready to graduate from college, I worked with kids all the time. I tutored not only at a local community center, but I also tutored a lot of my friends who maybe struggled in math, right? And I remember saying to myself, what am I going to do when I finish? So went down like anyone else would do to the career services department, and our business school was really good at getting people jobs in the financial industry or in the business industry. So I had a job interview with the New York Stock Exchange, and so I did well through the interview process where they even flew me up there, interviewed well. But when I left there, I kind of knew to myself, even if they did offer me this job, I didn't think it was the right career path for me. And the main reason why I didn't think it was a career path for me, because I just wasn't being honest or authentic to myself, right? I never once had a dream about, being in the financial industry. So why am I now pushing myself to this? And that's when I said, a lot of times influences, you have all this influence, and I don't think those people meant any harm with the influence that they were trying to project towards me, but I knew it wasn't authentic and real to myself. So, I did what anyone would do, at least what I thought was right. I called the lady, the recruiter, and I thanked her for the opportunity, but I asked her to remove my name from consideration for the position. So she responded, well, why do you want me to remove your name? I think this is a job you really would be good at, and we're prepared to potentially make an offer for you depending on a few things. And I told her, it's just not, I don't think this is the right opportunity for me. So then her next response was, well, what are you gonna do? I said, I don't know, I think I might teach. And she laughed at me. She said, you think you might want to teach, or you're not concerned about the money, and then someone with a math degree, there's all these other things you could be doing. And at that moment, that's when I said to myself, I'm doing the right thing. Like, hands down, I was never more committed to, working in the field of education than at that moment.